Hello fellow Aussians, I'm the Louisiana Quadling, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking movie posters. More specifically, theatrically used movie posters. Not your wimpy 11 by 17s, no, we're talking the real McCoy. But before we start, if you are a fan of Oz just like me, make sure to hit that little OZ at the bottom of the screen and subscribe for more Oz content. I post new videos on the 15th and last day of each month. Now, in my Wizard of Oz collection, I own over 50 original theatrically used posters. And today, we're going to be looking at the oldest one that I have from the MGM film, and that is this Children's Matinee 1972 re-release. This poster is what's called a US one-sheet. It measures 27 by 41 inches, and as you can see, it's quite large. This sized poster is the typical poster that you would see either displayed outside or inside the lobbies of movie theaters. If you have seen this artwork before, on other MGM merchandise, this is where the artwork originates. The artist is unfortunately unknown. It is one of the few posters that does feature the Munchkins. The man I bought this from said his father worked at their local movie house, and this particular poster was never put on display. Hence why the colors look so sharp. His father kept the poster, and of course, some 50 years later, it can now be enjoyed by you and me. Now, I'm sure you've noticed the folds in this particular poster. Fellow collectors have told me that you know you have a real original movie poster when it is folded, because movie theaters receive these posters folded. There's only one problem. I've seen and bought other movie posters from this era that were rolled. So how did I know that they were originals? The easiest way to know if you're dealing with an original or not is not by the folds, but by the size of the actual poster. The standard for the US one sheet changed in the mid to late 80s from 27 by 41 to 27 by 40. And yes, we are literally talking a 1-inch difference. All reproductions of this poster will feature the new standard poster size of 27 by 40 inches, as seen here on allposters.com. So if you find this Wizard of Oz poster from either a dealer or a poster shop, make sure to ask them what size the poster is, as that will be the easiest way to know if you're dealing with a reproduction or an original. I have never seen this poster offered as a reproduction in its original size. And why is that? It's because of the frame, silly. The frames that you pick up at your local hobby store are going to be that new standard 27 by 40. There is a shop online that does have frames in the old standard. I'll leave a link in the description. But be forewarned. Any frames this size will be pricey. So if you want to start collecting posters this size, consider the cost of framing them before purchasing the poster, because you might spend more money on the frame than the poster itself. And this poster is a great example of that. I spent $60 to get this poster. And some years later, we got it framed at our local Hobby Lobby when they had a special promotion on framing. And the framing cost around $150. And that was on sale. You can, of course, choose not to frame your movie posters. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that you have proper storage for them. If you're going to store them in their tubes, make sure that they're in a place where they won't get crushed. You don't want to have a movie poster that you just spent a good chunk of money on get completely destroyed from being crushed inside the tube. Now, if you were going to add this poster to your collection, how much would you have to spend to acquire it? I've seen this poster sell anywhere from $50 to $100, which is really not that bad for a vintage movie poster. Especially when you compare that price to what the original released 1939 posters sell for. What's your favorite Wizard of Oz movie poster design? Comment down below. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.